Hello, my name is Daniela. Thank you for joining me. Today's video is from a subscriber's request. They wanted to know how to use a pendulum. Some of the things that I would like to go over today is, step one is how to program it. So I'll just let you know how I did it. And there are many ways, I'm sure. So I happen to be using, for a while now, a rose quartz pendulum. So we want to go, how do you program it to work for you? Also, I'd like to add a tidbit. I wasn't thinking about doing this, but I think it's important when picking a crystal. If you want to use a crystal for your pendulum, they pick you as much as you pick them. And checking the energy chakras in your body, your energy centers. Because when energy stagnates in different regions of your body, that dis-ease, uncomfortable, right? It causes disease. So you don't want energy to stagnate in certain areas. Like if it's your throat that's closed off with stagnant energy, it could be sore throat, strep throat, tonsillitis, gland issue, thyroid. So it's healthy maintenance. So you can use your favorite friend, the pendulum, to help you with those matters of checking your energy and your loved ones. If you do this work with others, I also check my client chakras. And a lot of times I'll do that before, not always, but it's when I'm guided to check before I start working with them, whether it's a psychic or a mediumship reading, because if they're blocked, especially their heart or their solar plexus, they're not going to be able to use their discernment to be able to tell what is their truth. Like, a lot of times they won't even understand what I'm saying to them. So I clear that, and then boom, we're both on the same page to be able for them to get the most out of it. So checking your own chakras, checking other people's energy centers, chakras. And I also love it to check the energy in a home, a room. You can check anywhere, right? Because a lot of times you'll go into a space and you're like, oh, it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't. So people sometimes hire me to check the energy in their home, or even friendships, just say, hey, can you check this out? And the thing is, when I do that, I have a gut feeling like, ooh, something doesn't feel right to me. But the pendulum is neutral, and as I go through, everything comes in. Like, not only will the pendulum tell me what's going on with the energy in the room, whether it's flowing freely or stagnant energy, I guess other abilities of mine will kick in when I'm checking a home as well. So what else? Also, there should be a little clip attached to this. I tried my best. I'm going to show you what I did. To cut out letters. If there are mats or things that they sell that you could use a pendulum to give you letters and things like that. So right now, I don't know, can you see this? So I just tried to cut out like the alphabet and stuff like that. So, because I don't own a mat to do that. So, in a pinch, you could do that. So, let's get right to it. So, this is rose quartz, okay? Which is self-love, and it's just a beautiful crystal to own. Again, for most people, not everyone, the left hand is your intake. So when you pick up something, you want to check how the energy feels, right? So you want to see if you can feel vibrations, that's wonderful. If not, not a big deal. Just go back to your gut and it's like, does that feel like a vibrational match for me? Now the other thing is, my heart, my intention goes to like, I want to be able to use you to clear energy, to help me clear energy, and to use it for work, like yes, no answers. So when I do it, one of my favorite things is saying, and if you work with me, in God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, will you work with me and will you tell me the truth? Now for me, that's a yes. Is that going to be a yes for you? I don't know. Everybody has to find out, because a pendulum, some people, that's a no for them, okay? For me, it's a yes. And I'll say, in God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, show me yes. See, that's a yes. So that's wonderful. And I still it. I just grab it. God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, show me no. For me personally, that's a no. But everybody's different. I've seen people where thank you for working with me. They show me like this is a yes. The other direction for them is a no. So it's just what works for you. Okay. God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me that you will not answer the question. Now for me, because there are times it will do this for me or a client, because the deal is, if it's going to void a life lesson, it will not interfere, because then you'd have to go and do it all over again. So that's, I'm not going to tell you, because you're not meant to know everything. There are certain things we need to live through, we have to figure out. Okay. And yes, there are certain things, not everything's written in stone. In God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me undetermined. Okay, do you see that direction? So it's the opposite direction. Now, those don't come up frequently for me, but when they do, because it's so infrequent, I'll have to ask my guidance, what does that mean again? Or I'll do the test that I just showed you. All right. So now let's go to checking my energy chakras, right? God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all. Will you work with me? Will you tell me the truth? Yes. And I like to say thank you as best as I can, like remember it, because everything has energy. So this crystal has energy, and feel much love for it and connected to it. If it didn't want to work with me, I've picked up pendulums, and everything I ask, it like will shake or whatever, like doesn't want to work with me. And you can feel that resistance, kind of like maybe an animal or a person that doesn't want to be near you. I get that same impression sometimes from crystals, like, no, I'm not meant to work with you. So you'll get the hint from them if it's not a good partnership, and you don't want to just go, pretty pink. You want to feel the vibration that it's a good match. Okay. God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what my root chakra looks like now. I'm going to try to remember to raise my hand. And God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what my root chakra looks like right now. Okay. Now that looks pretty darn good. I'm happy with that. That's a beautiful movement there. Let me see if I could pick another time frame where things were not the same. Thank you for showing me that. In God's white light, the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what my root chakra looked like in March of 2016. Can you see? Not a lot of action going on, which would be a very accurate depiction of that time period. So thank you for showing me that. I just wanted you to see, there are times where maybe a certain chakra is not moving very well in that moment, and I'll check what it will look like tomorrow. Or it does look amazing right now, but I know that I did energy work, and I'll make myself go back to like earlier in the morning. What did it look like this morning before I did the meditation? And it's a different movement, so it's pretty cool. In God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what my sacral chakra looks like. Okay. Just needs a little bit of time. Okay, so thank you for showing me that. So this is my sacral chakra. Now this is creativity. It's also English and yellow. It's also your sexual organs. Like the root chakra is your material world, right? Clothes on your back. Thank you for showing me that. Clothes on your back, roof over your head, bills being paid, food on the table, just everything taken care of. Do you feel safe in the earthly realm? Are your needs being met in the earthly realm? So according to my first chakra, yes, it was. Now my second chakra was good, but not as good as the first one. And it's true, I haven't been particularly creative in the past week or so because I've been busy working. And I do need to create the videos and other things in my life. So this is kind of cool. I goes, And to be honest, with the sexual organs, if there was something like a cyst on the ovary or something like that, some situation with the sexual organs, that may show a lack of movement. Even if a woman was going through menstruation, having cramps, it would not be moving as freely. So that all that impacts what I found through my work. If somebody was tampered with, whether rape or molestation, that also will slow it down. You can heal and clear that energy, absolutely. But when somebody hasn't done that kind of work, I'll still see it. Okay. Also, lack of sexual activity will also, it will be less moving, like maybe something like that. Okay, thank you for working with me. God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what my solar plexus look like now. That makes me happy. Okay, now that looks beautiful. So right now, the only one that's sluggish is the second chakra, which totally makes sense, but the solar plexus looks amazing. I'm very happy with that. Yes, I've been doing the meditations and things like that and taking back my power. If, just say the second one, the color, if you wanted to boost it, to help get the energy moving, just a quick way, red is for the first chakra, wearing that, eating red, whatever, right? Red, red, red. Having a red purse. Second one is orange. Third, if I wanted to improve it, it would be yellow. So like when I want to ride a course or something like that, I'll try to wear orange or eat orange food. So it really is quite helpful. It's funny, and I wonder if just your intention is going there, that it creates more of it. Okay, so my solar plexus look great. Believe me, there were many times in my life that did not look great, but I've done a lot of work there. So thank you for showing me. God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what my heart chakra looks like. And you just want to give it a little time. I work with the pendulum a lot, and I'm always connecting with source energy, so it's moving, but have patience if it takes a little bit of time. When I first started, things were more sluggish. Wow, look at that. I'm pretty happy with that. Room for improvement? Yeah, but I'm definitely feeling love lately, and that does look pretty. Thank you. If you want to improve that, again, the color green, believe it or not, for your heart chakra, eating the color green, wearing the color green. So it's just really cool. All right, what did I want to say? And loving helps. Like right now, I've been receiving and giving a lot of love to my puppies, and self-love. Lately, a lot of self-love directed at me in the way of eating properly, taking my walks, doing my meditation, drinking good water, like clear, not from the tap. I'm doing my best to drink alkaline water anytime that I possibly can fit it in. So I'm just taking better care of myself, and that's self-love, and it shows in with the chakras. Thank you for showing me that. And God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all. And I do apologize because my pendulums really need to be replaced. It's starting to break down. God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what my throat chakra looks like. I'm a little surprised by this, but not shocked. It looks pretty good. Again, is it the strongest that I've ever seen it? No. And I have been feeling like a scratchy throat lately. It could be from that, or it could be my scratchy throat is from, sometimes it's allergies and things like that. But is it that, or is it because I've not really been using my words? And this is growing stronger. So it leads me to believe it has more to do with maybe I'm not speaking all the words that I need to say. And I definitely know lately I've been holding back more than saying everything that's crossing my mind. So when that happens, thank you for showing me that, I will have more throat issues, and a lot of us will when we swallow our words. Because even if you think it's falling on deaf ears, maybe that seed needs to be planted. So, word to myself on that one. God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what my third eye chakra looks like. Okay. Let me lift it up. God's white light, the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what my third eye chakra looks like. And that, I'm very happy with that as well. Now this one I can feel tugging on my fingers as it goes round and round. So that's great. Thank you for showing me that. God's white light, the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what my crown chakra looks like. Again, I can feel it tugging on my fingers as it's trying to pick up speed. It's just that I have to hold it higher up because a piece broke off recently. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you for showing me that. God's white light and highest and greatest good of all. And say thank you, right? All right, what else? I wanted to show you how to check the energy in the room and to show you the mat. I would like the mat one where you can ask questions and it will direct it to a particular letter or a yes or no answer, but that's going to be attached to this. So I'm going to take a quick break and then show you how it works with the room. Because I'm the only one here doing this, I'm not sure how that's going to come out, but I'll give it a try. Thank you. Very good. And what's next? I'll even give you a little bit of a break. What's the next letter? I know this isn't your norm, but you can put more effort into it, Dad. You gave me A-N-O. What's next? Okay. There you go. That's right. Awesome. T. What's the next letter?
I'm saying T-A-N-O.
Okay, so for about 30 minutes,
That's an
we're
H.
gonna actually try to do something.
What's after that? Okay, I'm back. Now I'd like to show you how to check the energy in a room, okay? You can do this anywhere, office, space, car, like if it just feels like icky energy. So again, we're gonna test. Are you gonna work with me? In God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, will you work with me and will you tell me the truth? Believe me, there are times where it's like, not today. So anyway, in God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, you also want to start when you're checking a room or a home. If you're going through the front door, so you step through the front door, and then you work from your left and go to the right, the whole house. The same thing for a bedroom. The door is behind me, so it's like a clock. In God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what the energy looks like in this corner. So I need to remember to raise that. I'm very pleased by this. Wow, it's pulling at my fingers. It's very strong, positive energy. So that works. That's awesome. Now, it's almost like I wish I had a negative space, but I really don't. But I've had it where it can all of a sudden drop because it's nasty energy. But I meditate. Like this is my meditation chair right here where I do the videos a lot of times. So let's show what the energy looks by the chair. In God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, please show me what the energy looks like with my meditation chair. Again, extremely strong energy. Okay, please show me what the energy looks like in this corner. So now I'm in a corner. And again, I'm remembering to go clockwise. Now I'm gonna step to this other side. It's a little just tricky. I can't really get in that back corner. But again, very strong energy. Doing this corner. And you could check the energy of a bed. I've done it before where, just say the end of a relationship or something like that, and the energy really stinks. Now I'm showing you the energy of the bed. Again, very strong. But I have had it where not only do you have to clear the room, but you also have to clear like the energy of the bed. Like I said, things hold on, like a chair. My meditation chair, really should have never been funky, but just say before I started meditating, the practice of meditating, may have not had the same energy, but now that I do go there, it is a much more, I would say, positive energy. I'm just curious about something. I would love it. I think I'm going to start wearing black more because what I want to do is start catching orbs more frequently. Because I know when other people are filming me and stuff, that probably looks weird, right? I didn't mean it to be zoning in on my boobs. But anyway, I want to start catching them more. I just think it would be fun. So again, this was not originally my pendulum. It was my daughter's, and sometimes I would borrow it. And what happened was the pendulum responded more to me than to my daughter. And I have to be very careful because I love crystals. And it seems to be a mutual feeling of love and admiration. So I don't like to touch other people's crystals because it belongs to them. And I don't want a connection between me and somebody else's crystal like it's theirs. You know what I mean? You don't want somebody else's dog liking you better than they like the owner. what else I want to say? So, yes, in my mind, it's like, okay, I have another pendulum. I do think, just a tip, I know everybody, and no pun intended, everybody goes after whatever feels right to you, but I have a tendency, I'm a little rough, right? And the pendulums do have a tendency to chip on the end for me. So for the next one that I buy, I'm probably not going to do that, but watch. This is one that I've only recently started using again. Thank you. God's white light and the highest and greatest good of all, will you work with me and will you tell me the truth? So this is another yes, but I've clearly seen other people's pendulums respond to them in a different way. They're yes and no's. What else? You also want to clear it. You want to recharge it. So you can clear it by rinsing it in water, laying it in salt, like sea salt and things like that. You can charge it a crystal, your pendulums, by putting them out in a full moon to charge. So you definitely want to take care of your crystals. And what else do I want to say? I think that's it for now. The video that we're going to share, it's for September 28th. And I wanted to show you the chart because I didn't really like how it cut out the letters and things like that. And I knew it would be difficult for me to film it, me filming it and doing it. So anyway, it shows you like that. It's a glass thing that has a yes and no in the alphabet. And I'm using a pendulum. And it just will show you that it does work. And pay attention, there are orbs flying in through the video. But that video that we're going to share with you, it's definitely another way to use a pendulum. So I hope this information helps you. Please share the videos, and if you have a topic that you'd like me to discuss, please share in the comments or send me an email. If you'd like a private reading or whatever, just get in touch with me from my website, and many blessings. Oh yeah, definitely thumbs up, click the bell icon, and subscribe. Many blessings to you. Namaste.